Hey, welcome back to the DM's Craft. I'm DM Scotty. This is episode 8, part 3. This is one of those cases where I made the tile where I wasn't thinking about something that I wanted to put that I needed to put on the tile, and I initially didn't have it planned out, but I was thinking about it, and I thought that it would be nice to have windows in the meeting hall so that the player characters could sneak around and actually see what's going on inside the meeting hall. If they wanted to go that route. So I'll show you how to add those windows after the fact, and we'll get to that. So here's the edge of my hall, and I'm going to start the window. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put I marked the center of each wall, so I'm going to put a piece on there. Now you notice that I didn't paint this piece. I'm putting it on after, so I'm just going to paint it after the fact. So now I've got the wall piece, and now I'm going to add like a window. Just glue that on. So you see that's thinner than the wall piece. Then I'll add another wall piece. So my effect is going to try to be that these are windows in the wall. So now I'm going to put one on every single wall around the whole shape, and then we'll paint those up. So now you can see I've got all 6 windows on, and it's the half size cardboard, it's the half thickness. I didn't paint them up first. I'm just going to paint them that they're on, now that they're on the tile. So I'll show you how I do that. First off, I'm going to give these studs on the window some black, so I'll just paint that. Now you notice I'm not painting the panes, I'm leaving them white. So I'll just do that for the windows and then move on for all the studs on the windows, and then move on to the next step. So now that these studs have dried, I'm going to paint them with a nice medium brown. So I'll paint the rest of them, and we'll let that dry and come back for the next step. Now if that's dry, I'll hit it with that light brown and bring out some of the edges. And got that done, and I'll finish up the rest, and then we'll get on to the window panes. Okay, so I'm going to hit this with a blue-gray, pretty light. I've got it pretty wet. Now you notice it's fairly dark, it fills in the window. So what I want to do is I want to add white, and I'm not going to wet that down, since the gray is already wet. And I'll paint it over, just paint it over the gray. And so it makes it lighter in the center, and I've left it darker towards the edge. And that'll kind of give the window some dimension. So here's my window, and you know how medieval windows have like a crisscrossed pattern on them, like small panes. I'm going to use a small Sharpie and simulate that on these window panes. So I'll just draw an X. Just keep going down the pane. So there we go. You can see that. So there we go. We got those windows, and I'll finish the other windows, and we'll be done. Here is my completed tile. Now I've got the fog of war on the top so that you can't see inside. Here also is the doorway. I'll show you that. I can pop that off and see how nice that looks with all the splintered wood and everything all painted up. And let's put that back. So now when the players come to this tile, they won't be able to see what's inside. I got the fog of war black on there. If they go in the tile or they look in the windows, I could remove or show what they might see from a window, remove the fog of war and show what they might see from a window. With the fog of war with this tile, a little more difficult than doing the rectangle or square tile, because you just kind of put the black poster board up in the corner and then cut the edges. Well, this one's kind of a very irregular shape, so basically what I did with this one was I just put the poster board under the tile, and then I measured around the outside of the tile with a pencil. Like I said, a pencil is easier to see on the poster board. And then I just cut the shape out, and then just gradually took off some of the edges until it fit in the tile. You want to be careful. You don't want to get too crazy, because if you take too much off, it won't fit. So just take a little bit off and see if it fits. And if it doesn't quite fit, take a little more off and then put it back in the tile, and eventually you'll get it. Not too much finagling, but that's the way I do it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove this fog of war from the tile, and then I will put how I would set up the tile for the game and show you what that looks like. So we'll move on to that. And here's the tile with all the terrain on it. I've got it oriented a little different so I could get a little closer to it. I've got a figure here for scale, so you can see the size of this building. We got the nice fire pit in the center. I've set up some some dining tables in the room. I got a side table, a desk, a large cask. I got two doors for the storage room, so you could just open those like that if they go inside. Then I've got a bunch of barrels and crates and stuff inside the storage room. So you could make some of this type of stuff yourself if you want, but I prefer to just buy this type of stuff. What I generally like to make is the stuff that you just can't buy. Like you can buy barrels and crates and boxes and doors and things like that, but there's certain altars and certain things like that you just can't buy that don't fit your vision of what the encounter was like or whatever. So those kind of things, use your energy making those. These kind of things, they're fairly inexpensive. Just buy them and use them in your games. So there we go. Here's the tile. It's all done. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of the DM's Craft, and I will see you next time. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to thank everybody for all the kind words and emails that I've been receiving about the DM's Craft. It really encourages me and to do more videos and to share my DM crafting knowledge with you. So thanks again, and I'll see you next episode.